do not pay attention to how I look right now, but hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and do my labor and delivery video. But okay, so last video I was actually in labor, and right after I made that video, I started timing my contractions, and they were 4 to 5 minutes apart. And I had a doctor's appointment that morning. Oh yeah, I told you about that. They're about 4 to 5 minutes apart, and so I called my boyfriend, and he was just like, "Okay, we'll go to the hospital." And so let me try to find some good lighting. I kind of look a mess. But yeah, they're 4 to 5 minutes apart, and we got to the hospital. By the time we got to the hospital, they were 3 minutes apart, and we got there, and there was like a lady at the front. It was only one lady up there, and I don't think she knew what she was doing, but I wanted to get registered, and she took forever, and so she put me in the waiting room, and I'm like having contractions while I'm sitting in the waiting room. Like, who puts a pregnant woman in labor in the waiting room? And so yeah, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna stand in front of her desk until she registers me, because I was like about to curse somebody out. So she finally registered me, got in triage, they checked me, they were like, oh, you're 3 centimeters dilated. And I was just like, well, just an hour ago, I was like 2 centimeters dilated. They were like, oh, well, you're definitely in labor. And I was having bloody show, and all that stuff was coming out. And, yeah. And so they were like, oh, we're going to have a baby today. And, so I was like, yay, we get to stay at the hospital. And, hold on. But, yeah. They're like, oh, yeah, we get to stay at the hospital. Actually, let me pick him up real quick. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But yeah, they were like, do you want to get an epidural, or do you want to just wait till you get to your room? And so I said, I'll wait till I get to my room. And so when I got to my room, I was still having manageable contractions, and then they started hurting like crazy. And so I pressed the button, and I was like, I need my epidural. And so the lady didn't come. Press the button again. I was like, I need my epidural. And so by then I'm like crying and shaking because I was in so much pain. Hey. Say hi. Hold on. Yeah. I was crying and screaming because I was in so much pain. And she took forever. Oh. Yeah. She took forever to get my epidural. The anesthesiologist came in. Finally gave me my epidural. I was fine. I got to 5 centimeters before I got my epidural. What's the matter? Hold on. What's the matter? Okay. But yeah, I got my epidural. They checked me. They were like, you're 5 centimeters dilated. And then right after that, they checked me again, and I was like, they're like, oh, you're 8 centimeters dilated. And so I'm just chilling. Like, I'm sitting here watching Kim Kardashian, what was it? Kim and Chloe Take New York or whatever, or Kim and, you know, one of them. I'm sitting there watching them. Then they come back in and they're like, oh, we're going to check you. They were like, oh, we're going to check you. And then they were like, oh, you're 9.5 centimeters dilated. And so I was like, oh, wow. And my mom was like driving back home, or back to the hospital from Birmingham, Alabama. So she's speeding, breaking speed limits. And my sister was on her way. And then my friend Chelsea and Sheldon was in the room. And at this time, they're like, you're 9.5 or whatever. Then probably like 20 minutes later, they came in. They just walked in all calm, started breaking the bed down, put my legs up, and was like, okay, when you have a contraction, I want you to push. And we're like, right now? Like, we finna do this right now? They're like, yeah, we're about to have a baby right now. And I was like, okay. And I'm going to see if I can try to put all the videos together and crop out some parts, because it was some drama. It was some drama with my mom and my sister, because originally me and Sheldon wanted me and him in the room, but they were not going to allow that. So I'm going to put the happy parts in there. But if you see my expressions and you see that I'm not smiling, or if I'm looking at Sheldon, I'm shaking my head, you just know that it was a bunch of drama. Why was there drama when my child was coming into the world? I don't know, but just know that there was drama. So we're pushing, and they're pushing, and they let me touch his head and stuff. And then when I pushed, when I started pushing again, I probably pushed for about 40 minutes. And I'm pushing, and I saw his head, and I bawled. And then I pushed it one more time, and then he came out. And then he weighed 7 pounds, 13 ounces. He was 20 inches and a quarter long. He was born at 7:29 p.m. And yeah, so that is my labor and delivery story. I'm going to make another video and let you all know about my hospital stay. But yeah. Let me show you him. He's kind of fussy. Say hi. No. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Say hi. Alright, y'all. I'll see y'all later.